Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025 Erika Open. Cards of the Heart here back with you as I am about to take the stage against 6 in the hard-only match format for the semifinals. 6 off of a 2-0 victory over I Like Being Smart in the last round. Will try to repeat his success against me in the previous monthly tournament, the Lieutenant Surge Open. We'll see how both of us will be able to react to the moment right after this. Alright, timers are counting down for the start of this best of 3 matchup. I am on the left as the 1 seed. It is 6 on the right as the 4 seed. And we will see how this matchup goes as we get this started. I actually had a bit of a controller snafu there. So 6 will get the benefit of a little few second head start. And will you look at that? That is a 10 for yours truly, and a 14 for 6. So this should actually put 6 in the lead by a little bit. The hard level is certainly not one to be trifled with. This is versus level 4, and these opponents are definitely fast enough to get to the garbage clears if you give them an opportunity. 6 coming up with a much better play for his Brock than I did, getting a 12 to a 16. So 6 is building up a little bit of a lead here. Looks like we got some double 4s, double 4 combos from 6, as is generally recommended for this level. He's throwing it down for a 15. I am not quite getting the stages that I am wanting here. A 20 will sink me further and further behind. Like the lead's about 10 seconds in 6's favor right now. Which is certainly not unusual for the way this game has treated our players. Okay, 6 getting the steady attacks down for another 12-second stage, and once again I pull off another 10-second stage. So making up a couple of seconds at a time will certainly not be all that much of a losing strategy for me, but certainly something is going to have to change if I'm going to change the result. And 6 taking a little bit of time to get his chain going. Oh, deals with a garbage clear. You hate to see that. It's almost inevitable at this level that garbage clears are going to happen. With my 12-second stage, I do take the lead, but for how long? How long until the shoe drops on the other foot and I start to run into problems?
We are not beat yet.
Seems like it's starting right there. A little bit of a garbage clear will waste me about 4 seconds in the grand scheme of things. And 4 seconds per stage, that's an entire minute on this 15-stage hard run. That can add up very fast. Oh, 6 only got 3 lines onto his Koga. Definitely was hoping for something a little bit better than that. But he certainly will take a 15. You can certainly do a lot worse. And with that 12-second Sabrina, the lead should be extending a little bit further. 6 getting a 4 chain, going with the combos being a little on the light side. Certainly no shame in going for bigger combos, and if it leads to a 13-second time, why wouldn't you? But Blaine seems to be giving me no quarter here, losing me another 5 seconds, another little 5-second chunk with that garbage clear. But with me being comfortably under 5 minutes, exiting the spiritual first half of the run, I'm definitely feeling good about my pace. Oh, 6 gets another garbage clear. This time from Blaine. You definitely hate to see that. Now is not the time to be getting garbage clears. Apparently it is the time for me to get another 10-second stage. Is that my third 10-second stage of the run? Like, it's kind of feast or famine when you try to stick to 3 chains as a maximum. Like, when it works, it's great, but when it doesn't, you are certainly going to be susceptible to a lot of time loss. Fortunately, I am not getting punished for that, and 6 is definitely starting to feel a little bit of the effects of potentially being a little bit short in his attacks. He's certainly got time to clean it up, though. Hard mode does have the ability to even the playing field out very quickly.
The world will be mine.
Will Giovanni have time for anything else? No. So we're seeing about a full stage lead now for yours truly as we get into the final stages of this hard run. Again, this is a best of 3 format, so it'll only take 2 of these to move on to the finals. Oh, 6 still not able to get out from under this Rocket, and Team Rocket now greeting for a 4 combo does fall in 46 seconds. But we are heading into our patent pending 2-stage lead with 3 stages to go. This is certainly not the time for 6 to have this problem. Oh, 6 still doesn't have enough on this Giovanni. But I'm dealing with a garbage clear of my own, so 6 does not have a whole lot to worry about for the moment. But that can always turn on a dime. And Lorelei trying to do some downstacking will run out of time there. Certainly not the stage I was looking for, but it's definitely better than what 6 is dealing with right now. Oh, man. Man, 6 has not had all that great a stroke of luck throughout this hard run so far. So 6 is finally through into the Puzzle Elite. And just like that, another opponent does go down. So the lead is almost 3 full stages as I am now approaching the final stage. And I certainly know how much time Gary can waste. So I dare not to take Gary Oak lightly. Uh-oh. I have not sent enough. Will Gary have time for this garbage clear? No! Oh me, oh my. I was fully expecting Gary to get to that garbage clear. And because of that, I will officially clock in through all of my timer shenanigans with a 9:04. And good job for 6 to get through that Lorelei with a 16 seconds. Certainly went better than how my Lorelei did. 6 will be looking to try and finish this race out strong and try and regroup for Game 2. But Game 1 does end up going to me. Six got a good attack for this Bruno here. Bruno certainly wasting some time. Oh, that new garbage couldn't come down in time. Bruno is going to get that garbage clear. And that is a lag 4-chain, 5-chain from our Elite Four friend. This is Pokemon Puzzle League. It is way more likely than you think, puzzlers. So 6 will be entering the final stage at about 10:30. This is certainly not the pace 6 was hoping he would get in this run. But it is kind of hard to compete with about a 9-minute flat time. 6 is recovering fairly nicely from the opening drop. Will Gary waste enough panels here? No. Noah still finds a way out, and 6 rebuilding the chain to make sure that Gary is dealt with. Here's another 6-chain. And there is the loss for Gary. So it will be 6 finishing with an 11-16. And with that, we will move on to Game 2. And away we go with Game 2. 6 is definitely up against it here, needing to win this race in order to stay alive, potentially engage in some leaderboard breaking shenanigans. We'll see how this goes. That is certainly not the attack I was going for. That is the attack I got, and by all accounts, 6 made a much better attack onto his Gary, and he will exit the first stage with the ever so slight early edge. And there we go with a little 3-chain from yours truly, and that will result in an 11-second time, even with Brock sending me a 4-chain. Unfortunately for 6, Brock does get to a garbage clear on his stack, so ground will be wasted in that regard. That's enough for a 20. Let's see. There is no second 4 combo in that 3-chain from me in the right place, but it fell at the right timing for a 14. And look at 6. Got a similarly short attack and gonna get a 10. So 6 will be making up a little bit of ground there. Definitely love to see that. Love to see our players play well. Hope that the game does not try to ruin us like it has been for 6 so far. And a 9 from 6. Okay. If I were quoting a different video game franchise, I would say the fight is on. If I wanted to. But I won't do it with the fervor needed to properly quote it. So, 6 is going to jump out to about a 15-second lead early on here. Ah, 6 does get hit with another garbage clear. He's had some very unfortunate times trying to dodge those garbage clears all day. He will escape with a 28. And all this time wasted by Erika is going to make me leave with a 24. So I'm not able to make up as much time there as I thought I would. Again, both of us are trying to like layer 4 combos on top of a 3-chain or a 4-chain, depending on the chains that we get. 6 will go away with a 14. I will pull off an 11. And it sure seems like the lead is about 8 seconds if my mental math is working as well as it could be. Kind of hard to do the mental math and play at the same time. Alright, 6 puts the attack down for a 14. I managed to get a 12. So that should put the margin about 5 seconds in 6's favor as we both head to the midway point of this 15-stage run. Alright, 6 got a very sizable attack onto his Blaine. I did not. So I had to make a second follow-up. It's enough for me to get a 17. Blaine is giving 6 all of the garbage clears. This is definitely not what 6 needs right now. Blaine, can you stop that? We're trying to have a competitive match here, and you are certainly trying to make this uncompetitive. We have no time for that. 6 has no time for that. No one here watching has any time for that. That 40-second Blaine is going to be a massive setback. And that 10-second Tracy is definitely going to do him no favors either. By the way, I'm doing a little bit of a tech skip when I back out to the level select after beating Gary and Tracy and Team Rocket. You can actually save a half second on text depending on the transition that you get to the level select. As far as I know, I am the only one that consistently does it. It's tech that I filled around with a while back. Not that it will make a huge difference in this race, but every little edge that you can get certainly does not hurt. Alright, a little bit of a hiccup from 6 there, going to settle for a 23. But Giovanni is giving me the business right now. Who knows how long this will go on. So, I think 6 has a much better timed Giovanni, although that's still going to get hit with a garbage clear. Oh, Geo. Gonna get it through. And at 23 seconds, I think that was enough for 6 to take like a 1-second lead as we now head into the Puzzle Elite. What a massive equalizer for 6. A much needed catch-up point. And I love catch-up. Although Richie seems to be giving 6 another hard time. The garbage clears have been so difficult for 6 to avoid all day long. Neither of us having a particularly good Richie there. But it is 6 with about a 4-second lead as we head into the final 3 stages of this run. Will 6 force the decider, or will I find a way to clutch this out? I'm definitely, I can definitely tell from my vantage point, I'm hearing some big chains coming from 6, but they're also coming down onto 6. Oh no. That's a very low Lorelei, but the big chain was enough to keep her at bay in 26 seconds. Going to full S-hard race strats there. To try and stay alive. Ah, Bruno. I did not time that well onto Bruno. But it didn't matter. Bruno did not have anything on his top line. Got to downstacking and ran out of time in 14 seconds. Oh, and 6 gets hit with a garbage clear. Oh, could that be the whole difference? Could this back and forth race come down to this Bruno? This would be a shame for the race to end like this. But Gary definitely has a means of saying something about that. But he will not have the opportunity to say anything more. So, with that, it is done. I have finished in 10 minutes, 7 seconds. That will be enough for Pokeball number 2 and the win. Good effort from 6 there, and did enough to completely crush Gary. So, a nice improvement on to game 1 with a 10:35. So 6 will be going home with 1 point from our tournament action, and let's go ahead and make this result. On second thought, we might be having a little bit of a technical snafu, so let's see if we can fix whatever is ailing my ability to record these scores properly. Okay, I think that little thing probably, that looks like that little thing finally fixed it. So let's make this result official. There we go. Took a little bit to get the result there, but it's 2-0, and I will be moving on to the finals. Gotta get the photo up there. So So now we are down to the final 3. And one of our players in the next matchup will be having to take me on for the title of PPL 2025 Erika Open champion. Will it be FFR Pro 21? Will it be BB Forky? This is BB Forky's first foray into the monthly PPL tournaments. And these two have not played since 2022. So this rematch is kind of close to 2 years in the making, maybe even 3 years in the making. So we'll see how these two will react to each other's efforts on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. You are watching the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025 Erika Open.